Open your mind.
Hey out there, this is Buzz with TheSurvivalBuzz. So I wanted to hop on here and make a quick video and kind of familiarize you guys with Missouri State Senate Bill 727 if you haven't heard about this one. I've seen a few other videos on here, but nothing crazy. I haven't really heard much about this. But I definitely want to share this with you guys. Again, that's Senate Bill 727 out of the Missouri State Senate. Now this bill is an education bill. I got some notes here I'm going to go over. It basically deals with scholarship distribution, educational assistance, tax credits, grants, teacher pay increases, who qualifies for assistance, that sort of thing. But this was passed out of the Senate on March 14th, and it's going to the House of Representatives in the coming days. So it's making its way through the Missouri House of Reps with signs that could be passed without amendments. And I didn't go through the entire bill, but I wanted to mention a few parts of it, and then I'll get to the nitty-gritty here at the end, something that is very disturbing. So this bill has more than 160 pages that would enact many changes to our public education system. Legislature has no plans to fund the many programs in the bill. Imagine that. We come up with all these great new ideas, our government, and no plans ever on how to fund them. So I'm sure that money will come from us in some form or another. The bill will divert public funds to charter schools and will force county schools to either cut programs for students or increase taxes to provide the services students already receive, which will actually reduce opportunities for children. So not good there. The very interesting part of this bill, which I'm sure a lot of people neglect to even know about unless they're watching a video like this or others, is the fact that this bill will redefine homeschooling. Your house will be defined as a school. Now, we all know what goes on in school zones, right? No firearms, correct? So this bill will redefine your home as a school if you homeschool your children, which will make it a felony if you keep your firearms in your home while you're homeschooling, under the same guise that it would be if you walked into school with a firearm. You guys need to get a hold of your local representatives if you live in Missouri. And I've read a few articles about this where, you know, the powers that be, the higher ups are saying, oh, there's nothing to worry about. It's not something that we're going to enforce. Yet it's in the bill. And whether that's for other reasons or not, this opens up the ability for you to have a felony on your hands, for you to go to jail for merely having a firearm in your home to protect your family. You know, these people are sneaky snakes in the grass, and they are pulling out all the stops. This was just thrown in this bill. It really has nothing to do with anything else in the bill that I can tell. Like I said, it's over 160 pages. I didn't read the entire thing. But from scrolling through it and what I read, it has nothing to do with any of it. So why put it in there? Why even put it in there unless this is another means, another form of control that they want to implement? And in a state like Missouri, you know, the big city there, you know, St. Louis and stuff like that, pretty blue, pretty liberal. But for the most part, the state altogether is red. It's fairly conservative. But I can only foresee they're going to be trying to pass this crap all across the country. And like the last video I put out, you know, that's the final step to Alinsky's 8 steps, is to take our firearms away. Once they have that ability, once they can legally take our firearms away from us, well, for one, they're going to have a fight on their hands. But two, if they can actually win that fight, that's all they need. That's all they need to turn this world that we live in 1984. I mean, we're practically already there anyways. This is the last step. Once they have our firearms, we're done for. So if you live in Missouri, you need to get a hold of your representatives. You need to tell them, no matter what, this needs to be voted no on, that we're not going to stand for it. We're not going to stand for more of our rights being stripped away from us. More and more and more every day. And this is the last step. We have to stand our ground on this stuff. If you live in that state, or if you know somebody that does, get a hold of them. Let them know they need to talk to their representatives. We need to get this pushed out. And from my understanding, it's going to be voted on here in the next like 4 weeks or something like that. At any point it could be brought up. It could be brought up tomorrow. So the more people we get making a fuss and saying, no, we're not going to stand for that, the better off we're going to be. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.